everyone. I Nidhi Chiller, Additional Director, Lex Peeps. Welcome you all to the Lex Peeps interview series. Today present with me is Advocate Shivam Chananna, who will be sharing his experience with us. Sir is an Indian qualified lawyer and is a senior associate at Unity Legal Law Firm. He specializes in arbitration and is also involved in civil litigation. He started his career in 2015 with the Central Government Standing Council at Delhi High Court and appeared in a lot of service matters. In March 2017, he joined Unity Legal Law Firm, having its office at New Delhi. He got great exposure here and gained experience in civil matters as well as domestic arbitration. After gaining practical experience by appearing before various courts and tribunals in Delhi, he decided to go for masters and luckily got an offer for LLM in International Dispute Resolution from King's College, London. He has successfully completed his LLM and scored an overall merit. He wrote his dissertation on the topic Enforcement of Emergency Arbitral Decisions and scored a merit in this as well. To stay updated with the field of international arbitration, he is associated with Young International Arbitration Group, Mumbai Center of International Arbitration, and International Council for Commercial Arbitration as a young member. To further enrich himself with the knowledge of international arbitration and its practical aspects, he attended various events in London while pursuing LLM, for instance, LLM Arbitration Conference 2019, Realities of International Commercial Litigation and Arbitration World Law Forum Conference on Arbitration of Business and Human Rights Disputes. He also got an opportunity to act as an arbitrator for 3 sessions at the 26th William Civis International Commercial Arbitration Meet, held in Vienna in April 2019. External from Rose School Academics, he has undertaken a foundation course conducted by the Institute of Company Secretaries of India and also completed e-student induction program, again conducted by the Institute of Company Secretaries of India. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction.
So my first question to you is, you have completed your master's from King's College, London. Tell us about your experience there.
Well, King's College London was a dream come true, and I had a great time over there. Like, the professors were really helpful, and the best part was everything with King's was so sorted in terms like whenever we used to log in our portal on the King's website. So we had all the modules there and all the study material, everything available for our convenience. And then if we have any doubt, we can anyway get an appointment with the professors and have a word with them. And all the lectures were recorded. This was also one of the best parts. And otherwise, great campus life. London was great. So yes, overall an awesome experience, I would say.
Great to hear that, sir. So you have a decent experience in the field of litigation. What, according to you, are some of the skills required to be a good litigator?
Well, I think not just in litigation, probably in every field, patience is the key. So you have to be really patient initially at the start of your career, especially if you are a first generation lawyer. And other than that, I think you have to work on your drafting skills and your arguments, which obviously comes with experience. Like if you expect a first year, like the one who has just started with just 1 year of experience. So if you ask him to argue something in High Court or Supreme Court, he probably won't be able to give his or her 100%. But then yes, with experience, he'll probably learn. So I think, and other thing is drafting, which is again a very important aspect of our field. So that also comes with experience. So patience, drafting, and good argument skills. I think these 3 makes you a successful lawyer.
So you have completed your LLM in International Dispute Resolution. So tell us why one should opt for this subject to do his or her master's.
I think that depends on your own choice and your own liking. I know many friends who did in IPR or business law or competition law as well. Why personally I chose this subject was because I was already involved in litigation and domestic arbitration. Plus, I think obviously, I think all lawyers in India know that this is a very much growing field in India, like arbitration, international arbitration, especially. So yes, that's why I wanted to go for this subject, because in London or in Paris or Singapore, if you see, the arbitration is already exhausted. Like, they've done enough of it and they are still doing enough of it. And in India, it's growing. We see a number of amendments taking place almost every year or every couple of years. Law Commission working on new ideas related to arbitration. So yes, that's how I decided to go for this subject so that I can pursue my career accordingly.
Sir, you also did an internship with former Chief Justice of India. How was your experience and how important is internship for law students, you would say?
How important it is for with a arbitrator or in general?
In general, sir.
Okay, so I returned from London in January this year, and in February I joined Justice Lahoti, former Chief Justice of India, just for a month though, and it was a good experience, a very good experience, I would say. I got to work on a couple of high stake arbitrations. So the best part with a Supreme Court judge or someone of his status, equivalent to Chief Justice, former Chief Justice of India, is that you get to be involved in very high stake arbitrations. So in one of the arbitrations in which I was working, we had international parties as well. Though obviously I cannot reveal the thing, but yeah, it was great experience, and I read a lot of files prepared from both the parties, and there were best lawyers arguing the matter, and that was headed by Justice Lottie. So to assist him was quite an experience, and I think every law student probably should go for internships. Uh, and it's not that you should go just for the best firm or the best senior advocate or the best former chief justice. I mean, internships can be done with the boutique law firms as well. I know students have this in their mind to go for the best, for the tier 1 or tier 2 law firms, but I'm not sure if they actually get to learn something there apart from the brand name which they get on their CVs. I think boutique law firms can uh, guide in a better way. So students should, yes, definitely they should go for internship, and that is important. But just going for the best one is not important. Just go for it, see if you can learn out of it, and see if it's a good office for you to learn, to have experience of your favorite field or subject, be it a corporate law, be it arbitration, be it civil or criminal litigation, whatever you like. So just go for it, and don't put much emphasis on a tier 1 or tier 2 law firm.
So coming back to the internships, non-NLU students often face internship rejections from big law firms. What would be your advice to them?
Well, I would love to advise these big law firms, though, on the contrary, and not the students. I think students are doing really well. Again, as I said, that I am not sure if this matters, because there's no tier 1 firm mentioned in my CV, at least, not even a tier 2 firm. So yeah, you can still do good. You can still be successful. So students should actually take this out of their minds, that they want to intern in one of the best law firms. I'm not sure if they get to learn properly over there. So yes, if you go for some boutique law firm, and I think boutique law firms are really doing well. They don't have time to entertain just anybody. They are really busy with their work. They have a lot of litigation. They have a lot of corporate stuff coming up their way. So I think students will get a free hand over there, instead of going for the bigger law firm where there's a chronology of seniors, and the partners are anyway not easily approachable. So in boutique law firms, you can directly get in touch with the partners, with your senior associates. So it's like a small family working together on something. So I would advise students to go for the smaller boutique law firms.
Very well put forth, sir. So you did your masters from London. Many students want to do their LLM from foreign. So what would be your suggestion to them?
Well, as an experience, it was great. I would suggest every student to go for it if possible. But then I know it's not easy to pursue masters from, especially from a city like London, where a huge sum of money is involved. So I would say that it's not that you cannot do any better without a master's from abroad. But yes, if you can afford it, or if you get a scholarship, that is even better. I didn't get any scholarships. So if you get a scholarship, then you must go, obviously. And if you can otherwise afford it, then I think for the sake of experience and for the kind of exposure you get, one should must pursue his or her masters from abroad, especially from countries like UK. I mean, they are doing so well in the field of law, and they are also sorted. The judges over there, or the advocates, the barristers, the solicitors. Uh, it's a great exposure. So yes, one should really go for it if they can, and if they can afford.
You were also an arbitrator for around 3 sessions at William Civis International Commercial Arbitration Moot. It would be really grateful if you share your experience with us.
Well, that was held in Vienna, as you said already, last year. So one of my friends actually was preparing for it, was trying to apply for it, and then he suggested me as well that we should apply for the same, and then we both luckily got selected as an arbitrator. They actually need a lot of arbitrators at that point of time for the oral rounds. So yes, I was given 3 rounds, and there were two more co-arbitrators, and the senior most would head the arbitration, the tribunal. So it was a very good experience. I was like overwhelmed with the response from the students, and uh, I was amazed to see the kind of preparation they had done. Like, I've never seen that level of preparation from students in India. Probably they do. I mean, there were Indian students as well, but I think they had prepared themselves for that level. And in India, I'm not sure if they would have worked really hard for the same kind of moot court. But yes, there a lot of it was full of brilliant minds, I would say, from all around the world and from some great universities. So yes, it was really good to watch them argue, and uh, being at that age with so much of confidence. So I'm sure they are all going to do really well in their fields.
Great to hear that, sir. Sir, on a concluding note, what should be your advice to the new generation lawyers?
Well, I would just say, just stay put, and have faith in your hard work. You'll get, probably seniors will demotivate you, but you'll get very good seniors as well who will encourage you. So don't get demotivated, don't get discouraged. Just keep working hard, and keep your network very good, and just keep working. I mean, this field, as I said initially, that this field requires patience. Not only just good drafting or good argument skills, but yes, patience. So you have to stay put and just keep working, keep learning. Every day is a new experience. Every day you get to learn something new. There are a number of laws. Not even a single judge or a senior advocate with 30 or 40 years of experience must be knowing everything. So probably they are also learning till this date. So even after so much of experience. So yes, just stay put and keep working hard. That's the key.
We are extremely thankful to you for being with us and sharing your experience. It was indeed an interactive session. We are really overwhelmed to have you with us. Thanks a lot.
It was a pleasure, Nidhi. Thank you so much.